pretty sure I remember a bonus screen run of Doge.
Never happened.
Are we good to go?
My glitter is not
Okay.
here, so never.
I'm gonna count down like as we're going. So 3, 2, 1, go. So hi, this is Minish Cap. I hope you're all excited for a minute-long cutscene. I know I am.
Dude, let me check my phone and shit.
Yeah, I guess I should move this stuff and this stuff and everything else. Okay, so if you've seen or if you've not seen a run of this game recently, as in if you only watch marathons, the last one would have been AGDQ. This run has actually changed quite a bit, and we've dropped like 5 minutes from it. So be ready to be impressed. I know I will be.
George knows the good life.
The first 5 minutes, there's not entirely much to talk about. I guess I'll talk about me, because there's nothing else to talk about. So I'm Quo. I guess did I say that?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm Quo. Hi. Just in case you didn't catch the first time. I've been running this game for the better part of 4 years now, almost 3.5, let's call it. September 2013, around that ballpark. And currently I'm 4th place, but that's going to change soon, because some people are getting pretty good. It's a bit scary, but
You don't count yourself as one of them?
nah. I know a lot about the game. My movement is like shit. So I'm 4th place because I know a lot about the game. But a lot of people could easily get better if they learned things.
That's a really convenient way to match text, by the way.
It is. So every button except the start and L button advances text. So if you spin the control stick, which is the directional pad, it advances text, and it's amazing because my mashing speed is about 6 times a second, which is terrible. Also, the reason that we reset before starting the run is to manipulate that blue rupee, which we will be using later. Night.
See you, George.
You're already putting him to sleep.
Dang. I'm sorry. Hello. Rolling on Zelda there is 1 frame.
Dude, I'm
Fun
liking
fact.
this movement.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm playing on Game Boy interface instead of Game Boy Player, so there's like less input lag, which you would think is good, but it messes up some things. So I hope I'm not gonna mess up too much.
What is Game Boy interface? Is it just like a mod chip or something?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a soft mod. Basically, if you run either Melee, Wind Waker, or something else, you can basically run the Game Boy Player without the Game Boy Player disc, which is good because the Game Boy Player disc is like $60.
Oh, so you just need the Game Boy Player and like Wind Waker.
Yeah, and there's less input lag. It looks nicer. There's a bunch of good things about it.
What bad things are about it?
There's different input lag, so I'm not used to it. But if you get used to it, there's no.
As far as I know, it's just straight up here.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that's basic hell.
yeah.
Why doesn't everyone do this?
I'm used to Game Boy Player. Fun fact, you can actually soft lock by talking to the mayor right here. If you roll like frame perfectly into him, it's a 1 frame. This game does run in 60 frames per second. A lot of tricks are 1 frame, which we'll be talking about later, but for
You're
now.
just doing it to show off to the stream.
Oh yeah. Actually, if you mash like this, it's actually most optimal.
You're making a couch jiggle. Where are the
good.
neighbors gonna think?
They should be watching.
They should be. So that's not Ganondorf, right?
That is not Ganondorf, that is Vadi.
Dude, they got thrown to the stratosphere.
Yeah. Actually, if you keep watching, the king also gets thrown, and he's a pretty big guy.
What the? Come on, dude. George left the room already. But the
Look at him get
the gorilla
launched.
Remains.
Yeah. Also, you with your little shield out, you're fine. shit, man. If I reflect that, I actually beat the game right there, but messed it up.
Apparently your hands are just barely cut out of the camera.
Oh, dang. That would be great. There have been a few gifs of me and other people made while mashing text.
I play a game called Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman, and while you say every button but like a few mashes, every button mashes.
Okay,
And there are several mashing events.
fun. So you're just like wailing on the controller?
Yeah. There's a good, gif of Mike Uyama first, bless his, dead soul, but, taken by the Marvel people, but, there's a good gif of, like, people mashing on it, and the controller's out of camera view.
Oh, yeah. No, I know the one.
Yes, if you want us to all join in on you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I want to get my hands on this stick.
Just don't soft reset the game back then. That'd be pretty
I'm
bad.
glad you're warming up the stick for me.
You know it. Actually, one little known fact about Game Boy Player and Game Boy interface that I tested like 3 seconds ago. You can actually use the C stick to move as well, but it's harder. Yeah, I know, it's great. On Game Boy Player, you can only do it if you have X and Y set to LNR. If you have LNR set to LNR, it doesn't work. But that's your fun fact for the day. I'm hoping to drop as many fun and useless facts for chat. That's my goal for this run.
So can you text match with both sticks?
You can, but if you end up if you're already holding up, for example, and then you press up with the other stick, it's not going to do another input. So it's not as good. It's better to just mash A and R. Alright. So that's our friend, the Talking Hats, who was not there about 5 seconds ago when we were there.
Alright, so for someone who's only experienced with 2D Zeldas that people know is Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance, what is this game going to do for me?
I've actually never played Link to the Past on Game Boy Advance.
Oh man,
so
it's really epic.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I've played the SNES one, but the biggest difference is there are less dungeons. Okay, you're talking about like casual or like speed route?
Casual.
Okay, yeah, less dungeons, more overworld stuff in my opinion, and a lot of side quests.
Oh, so it's more like, I guess, Link's Awakening then.
Yeah, some of the side quests are just like complete bullshit, but some of them are fun, so. Link's Awakening was not as much bullshit. I guess there's seashells, but.
Yeah, Seashell's pretty long. Some of the ring stuff in the Oracle games are really long bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, put it this way: to get one heart piece, you need to get figurines, which is, like a special side thing. But you need it for a heart piece, and that heart piece alone takes 45 minutes to get in 100% run, which boosts it from like a 3.5 hour run to 4 hours and 15 minutes.
All right.
So, and that's with an RNG manipulation.
Is the cycle on stuff like the lily pads always the same?
Yeah.
So you can never make that slightly.
The task does, which by the way I also worked on it. I guess I didn't mention that in my whole knowledge about the game. Yeah, the task actually makes it. You have like 4-frame window from getting from the stump to the lily pads, and everything needs to be perfect. Also, if you try to roll too early when you're close to a stump, you're gonna grow and then just waste like whatever 5 seconds or however long it takes to shrink again. Oops, my movement is on point tonight. Okay, so we need to get the Jabbernut, which is right here, to understand what the people say, which helps us a lot because I still can't read Japanese. And then we can enter the first dungeon.
It is slightly ironic.
This guy tells us where all the 4 elements are, which are needed to defeat Ganon, but not Ganon.
Why are people telling me to check my Twitter?
Okay, so I can't see a timer. A good benchmark for entering this dungeon is like 10-minute on like flat. I probably have like a 10:08. Cause I'm pretty bad at this game, as mentioned. But we can mention fun facts. For example, that statue, it's faster if you actually grab it. You can either push things if you just push up against them or grab it with R. And there are a select few places where grabbing with R is faster. Oops.
Yeah,
So
apparently got 10:08 exactly is what chat's saying.
oh damn, I'm good.
He didn't respond.
So one thing that you don't want to do is in this dungeon, since it's the first dungeon and Eslo's a bit of a bitch, he talks to you a lot. Sorry, but you actually don't want to roll into the text. That makes it activate later. So I'm gonna try to walk into them, with the exception of this next one coming up, which you can roll into, which I'll take full advantage of, out of spite, and because it's faster.
You're having fun on that Twitter, aren't you? Or that chat, aren't you? Yeah.
Hello. Don't want you to.
Christ. What did you guys do?
So the next person gets to ask for mod gets mod,
Yo man, can I have mod?
and then being asked for mod.
The best part is you lost a lot after that.
Oops.
Can you confirm it's pronounced Minish?
It is pronounced Minish.
How else would you pronounce it?
There's only one N, so I've heard Minish.
I think it's like mini, but Minish?
Mini-ish.
Mini-ish?
Yeah.
The Mini-ish cap?
Don't see the hype.
If only Zelda games had voice acting.
If only. Dude, wouldn't that be exciting? Do I want that? No, I don't. I might go for a safer route. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide when I need to decide. As opposed to deciding before. The safer route is basically if I get it, or if I don't do the safer route and I'm good, then I save like 10 seconds. If not, I lose 10 seconds. If I go for the slower route, it's like 5 seconds. I'll probably just risk it. Because why not? This is a marathon, after all.
To play on diminish.
If you diminish, do you grow though? Because if you go minish, you go small.
Did you smoke with movement? Is that why you're saying stuff like this?
I did not. I was actually practicing earlier. And playing melee.
You're a good boy.
Thank you. So that was the first mini boss. Yes, it's coming back to me. Good story, I know. If you're bad, you do that in 3 cycles. If you're good, you do it in 2. In my 2 practice runs, I did it in 3, so, you know, odds are that I was good that time. This is the lily pad movement. I'm told I'm good at it, but I don't believe it.
I remember really sucking at that one stage in Sunshine.
Oh, yeah, I know the one. With the poison water.
Yeah. That and the boat. I never actually finished the lava boat as a kid, so I never beat Sunshine.
Rip. The end boss is not too exciting. Yeah, leap pad sections are not too thrilling, but we gotta do them. Not by choice. We actually skip a bunch though, so that's fun.
Make me nervous with this whole one heart thing.
Ah, we're fine.
Never give up.
The only thing that does half a heart of damage from here to the next time we heal is the boss, so we're probably fine. Actually, no, the next thing that can hurt us is the boss, and there are hearts in that boss room, so we're fine. Maybe. Oops. No one saw that. And we're at the boss. So this is the first boss, which is Green Choo Choo, or Big Green Choo Choo.
Dude, he has his own little garden home thing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
He worked hard for that. Didn't
sure he
buy any
did.
avocado toast.
It's true. Damn millennials.
Hey, Quill.
What's up?
Good luck, man.
Thank you. So this boss is a bit random. Basically, he always does the same thing, except however long he stays on the ground is random. So optimally, we want him to get up as fast as possible. The lowest amount of hits you can get in is 5. The most is 9. So I'll be counting those for you guys in case you can't count. Also, whichever side he leans on first, that's the side that we want to stand, so that he stays, or that he goes down. So that was 5. That was nice. Alright, do you want to get a harder now? I'll just leave it there for now. That was another 5. That was also pretty nice. That was almost perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna get a hurt now because there's text and I want to get that out of the way. And that is the first boss. Please clap.
Jeb!
Shit.
What's that you got?
That is the earth element. The story behind this game is that you get a sword from the king and you need to fuse the sword, I guess, in the sanctuary. And to fuse the sword you need 4 elements. So that is the first of 4. But don't be confused, despite its purple appearance, it is indeed earth. Twitch/QUOOO. 4 of them. They didn't let me. They did.
No,
No.
4 of total.
Okay. When I made my Twitch, they didn't let me make a 3-letter username, so that's what I went with.
Yeah, that's reserved for the really big money makers like CFA.
Bam. Beautiful. Alright, we get bombs now. Bombs are, I think, ranked like 4th on someone's list somewhere in the Minish Cap Discord.
What list? And what?
The most useful items list. Bombs are pretty useful. They're ranked 4th.
This is... I don't know what meme this is, but I'm liking it, kinda. I'm saying keep up the good meme.
Okay, thanks. Nothing else we have is really useful. I guess the sword is okay, but
Love me, dude.
if anyone from the Discord is like actually awake, you guys can share knowledge about this hot list.
Speaking of CFD, if you'd like to donate.
Yeah, we don't accept donations, but
Still trying to
Eventually we'll get your Twitch name right.
Yeah, 4 is pretty difficult to count. Dude.
yeah. Alright, so here we get the Kinstone bag, which is like one of the main side quest things. I forgot that save warping is different. And we're supposed to fuse with this guy, which takes an ass long time. So we can just save warp out of there and skip a cutscene. And it's pretty nice.
Trying to figure out what the fuck his voice sounds like. Someone from Wind Waker.
Dude, was that?
Oh, the green guy? Oh, what am I doing? I know what I'm doing. So we learned how to do the spin attack. And if we would have gotten this like 10 minutes ago, we could have saved a second on the boss. Fun fact.
So why didn't you?
Because you can't get it until you beat the boss. Which is pretty rude.
And how do you know it saves it to second?
Because we fight the exact same boss later, and it saves a second on that boss.
Yeah,
It was
don't
tested.
contradict me again.
Does that answer the question?
Alright, we need a bottle. Conveniently, this guy sells us a bottle. Dicks, that's a good emote. I personally approve. Okay, this is Mount Crennel, and this is basically the biggest place where we can take damage, so let's try not to take damage.
But you just took damage.
I know, but there's a fairy fountain right here, which is very conveniently placed. So starting from now, I'm gonna try not to take damage. I should have specified. The biggest thing is that at one point, which is fairly later on the mountain, there are boulders that can fall on you, and they deal half-hearted damage. And usually you take like 1 to 1.5 hearts by that point, which is a bit scary. But we should be fine. Most of these shrinking cutscenes we can skip, except the first one of each different portal. So that was the first stone, and we already hit the stump one, and now there's only the pot left. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Is it RNG where those guys spawn?
Not where they spawn, but their movement is.
How did you just not take damage from that one roll?
Yeah, you have a couple of invincibility frames on your rolls at the beginning of it, as opposed to like Ocarina of Time and stuff where it's at the end. Here it's at the beginning, which can get a bit confusing, but it is quite useful. We want this. Okay, so if I got green water earlier. If I dump that anywhere here, that's pretty bad. So I'm gonna try to not dump that, but it's faster if you equip it now. So no one press the A button. Actually, my things are on different buttons, so I really need to concentrate. Alright, we made it. I guess I should have started with this. The first like 45-ish minutes to an hour, there's not much stuff, but towards the end of the game there's a lot of quite interesting things.
So you're saying I can take like a 45-minute nap and then just pop back in?
I would have, but I'm playing the game. I didn't have the option. Analog stick is the best way to play this game. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Nice. Speaking of non-interesting things, we can actually hit this mushroom from the bottom. And that's pretty nice because it saves bombs and time.
I thought that was intentional when I was playing through this.
Actually, that glitch was found like a year after the game came out. It was used in the like oldest of runs. It's quite a silly thing. Eek, eek.
Are there a lot of glitches in this game?
Not that many useful ones, but the ones that are useful are used a lot. So like the main one's the ocarina glitch, which we'll get to when we get the ocarina. Sorry for spoilers. And that's used, I think, like maybe 10 times in the run, and total it saves above half an hour, I would guess, by skipping things, including boring sections, which is nice.
I've seen a lot of copying from OOT.
Yeah, actually this game is earlier on the timeline, so clearly Ocarina of Time copied from this.
OOT is supposed to be the first Zelda game. What the fuck?
Dang, you're right. But if 3D is after 2D, then how's OT the first?
1D waifus, where are we at?
The real meta? Alright, I hope you guys like rock pushing puzzles, because there are a few coming up.
Love.
Damn straight.
Oh yes.
Joey, I heard you run a game that has some block pushing puzzles.
Farmman Hero has a level called Move Stone. What are you doing it, guys?
Do you move stone?
Yes, you do.
Damn.
Black belt?
Yeah.
I love the animation for this little rock you push around, by the way.
Yeah. Wasn't a perfect circle.
Very smooth looking.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the rocks are made out of to give them all this.
They're lava rocks. Obviously, they cool down in the rain on this side.
Ah, that makes sense.
That's actually pretty smart.
Okay, what about the ones like indoors and stuff?
I don't know. Someone really likes lava rocks. Oh, these are just stones placed by, like, the fuck you guys.
Yeah. We call them Nintendo. Actually, no, Capcom made this game.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, the fuck you guys. We need this. Nope, this one. Alright, we're gonna go for swag. You can actually kill that guy if he gets to you before you hit the ground. Or before you leave the mushroom, rather. Okay, do I go safe or risky? Decide now.
Risky.
Okay. If I went...
Risk it for the biscuit.
Good call. If I went safe, I would have grabbed that. There's a 20 rupee in a pot right there. But instead, we will go risky. Oops. Alright, that was the last rock pushing puzzle for a little bit. Sorry. There'll be more. Okay, we're actually like drowning in health right now, but that's okay. As I get hit.
I often drown in being too healthy.
Same, dude.
Filthy is boring. This is more exciting.
Yeah.
I'll take more damage. Don't worry.
Thank God.
Yeah. If I take damage from now, it's intentional, so don't worry about me dying.
I love seeing Joker pop up in the
Okay, so that was actually a decent climb. A good time is like sub 30, so it's probably like a 29, 20, 22. Let's call it that. When I enter the dungeon.
Hey,
Maybe.
You just dropped out your sword. How are you going to do this out of your sword?
I had 2 swords.
Why do you have 2 swords?
One of them was broken. Oh no, oh no. I'm doing this on purpose, by the way. This is my second one. Clink.
It's like blue turtles in Mario Kart.
That's where they get the shells. Oh, this is Cave of Flames, by the way. It's the second dungeon. take more damage because it's funner that way.
I know we're in Canada, but we still have to speak English, okay?
Sorry.
Holy shit, that is,
It's a pretty fast minecart.
yeah, that's really fast.
I was gonna say, that's a lot more brutal than the Oracle games.
Oops. Damn, that's good. No, if you can get that guy, that's pretty nice, but I didn't. Ass. Ass. Okay, that was actually not terrible. I've had worse. But I've definitely had better. Can't you remember things in this dungeon because there's been a recent route change?
I like how the little head spins too.
You can also slash your sword into the...
I think overall the attention to detail in this game is pretty good.
Yeah. Oops. On these platforms, you can roll sideways into them and not die, so I do that because it's fast. I need you.
Look like that barrel was like bouncing in the hole. Is that
Uh,
the animation?
yeah, it's like so those are roller bits, and if you hit them, they get into a ball, and then you can put them in holes and then walk on top of them.
It looked like you were walking over it while it was like.
Yeah, it's when the animation starts, you can walk over it. It's a bit silly, but it's fast, so I don't complain.
More of this.
Jeez, Louise.
God damn.
I hope you like that because there's a few more sections coming up.
I'm excited.
It's pretty great.
So big and
Wait, left hand.
right, this game is just-
Child likes her
Just
screen
putting
or
it on
time
my
screen.
ground.
You're right, dude.
Yeah, it's not better.
Mines, like minecarts, at all points. Minish cap.
Oh. Notch, please donate to CFB.
Nice, a heart. Okay, so that was a cool fight.
Nice.
It actually looked pretty cool.
It was.
Alright, you wind up in front of the treasure box too.
That would be quite cool.
So now we get the King of Pakai. No one knows how to pronounce his actual name, so we just call it that.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what the hell this thing does. Does it just flip things?
It flips things. Wow.
Also, magic
English is hard.
question mark?
Yes, magic. So the King of Pakai flips things, and it's pretty useful for this dungeon. And then we don't use it until... Actually, no, we use it once in the 4th dungeon, but not to flip things. We'll talk about that later, though.
I think you guys should figure out a way to maintain the speed you have while you're on a minecart.
That'd be a good idea.
God, imagine trying to play that though.
Are you saying we should go slow? What's wrong with you?
No, nothing about going slow, just awful control.
Is it normal there's a lot of enemies that just don't notice you while you're small?
Yeah. You're like naked to the human eye, unless you're a child. Children can see the Minish for some reason. For reasons unexplained, which is why they're sending Link on the quest, since he's like 5 or something.
So with the iframes, are you able to roll past those things?
Some enemies can hit you through no matter what. Like fire, for example, you can't roll through fire. And then the traps as well. That works. Hey look, more pushing. Alright, the route change is coming up. I hope you guys are excited.
I'll pretend I know what the difference is.
You get this chest. Bam.
Good job.
Thanks.
Pretty good at this.
Thank you. I've played it once or twice. I'm like top 4 or something, so you know. No big deal. Oops. Should probably flip those pots. Thanks. Means a lot.
You can't unword once you've worded. It's
No! Okay. Almost screwed that one up. You can do this as well, which is nice. It's fast. Alright, ready for route change number 2? We're going this way. That was the route change.
okay.
Hope you enjoyed.
So if it flips things, why do you like go super speed out of holes?
Because magic.
I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. I hope you guys like Whirlwinds because there's a few more coming up. And believe it or not, the risky room is the one with the Whirlwinds. So hopefully I do good. So I want to get the bottom left and right chests in this room and make a pretty tight cycle. So fingers are crossed. I didn't practice it. So we'll see how it goes. We need money because NASA doesn't take donations.
Does that have CFP?
He does.
That is true. CFP takes donations.
What's his Twitch for those interested?
Twitch.tv/iReply/subscribe.
You done on the computer?
Alright, does he make the cycle?
It's so silly.
Does he make the cycle? Let's find out. He does. What a god.
What if Zelda had a shotgun instead of a sword?
Dude, that'd actually be
It's a
pretty
shame
good.
that Zelda doesn't actually have a sword.
I mean, yeah. I wish I had a shotgun. We have a magic stick instead, though, so that's nice.
I think that'd
That's
be a
what a
pretty
shotgun
good
is.
plot twist if you went to go save Zelda and turns out she just has a shotgun and she's fine.
She never actually turned to rock.
It's not any faster, just match faster.
No. Your poke right now does the same damage as just a normal sword slash, and the bosses have invulnerability after you hit them. Well, all enemies do.
Because you can really match fast.
Oh yeah. So he actually falls faster if you point up. So that's one fast start we do. Let's go fast. That's about as much as I can go.
I remember using your brown paper cluster initially.
All right, so there's actually something recently found in this room that's it's like really really nice. So if you look on the walls right here, you can actually see the boss, and it's on all 4 walls.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
If anyone runs Minish Cap and you stopped watching, I don't blame you. It's like the oldest joke. Okay, so that was the boss. That was Gleerock. As opposed to Gleeok, which is the normal enemies. Please clap.
Chip.
Chip. So if I got under 40 minutes, I'll be happy. That's a good time.
Is that a golden kappa?
Oh man, a golden kappa. It's an FFZ emote.
Yeah. I was excited because I've never seen one before.
They're rare. They only pop up once once every million times.
God damn it, perks like that. Making me feel like I've finally seen one.
I did it earlier.
Do it now, I don't want to look at it feel good.
Okay.
Give me false hope.
Damn. One day. Rip that guy. Alright, so we got our other sword back, which is pretty nice, but we're still using the bad one, which is not very nice. Oh wait, no, we are using the new one. I know this game. I've played it a few times. Oops. Oops. I'm just messing up my rolls all day, but that's okay, because it's nighttime. God damn it. So, the next couple of minutes, like the next 10-ish minutes, there's a couple of cutscenes, but after that we're basically clear for cutscenes for the rest of the run, which is also nice. So I mentioned the whole thing with you need the elements to fuse the sword. We also got the fire element, that's worth noting. So we're gonna go fuse the sword for the first time, and then we can make clones. Because the bird's pretty nice, must admit. It's very helpful. I can't read Asian, but
Asian? What the?
he's talking in Asian.
Spoon runes, dude.
You're right, dang. I should know.
I just thought you could read them really fast because you're matching through them quickly.
Yeah.
Mildly stronger sword.
Mildly. Very, very tiny bit. Alright, so here's the tutorial section on how to make clones. It requires the spin attack, which we got earlier. And if you step on the glowing tiles, you can make 2 Zeldas instead of 1, which is nice.
Once you have more of the elements, you can do more.
Correct. You can have up to 4 Zeldas at the same time.
There's people talking about you, Private.
Yeah?
He's still here. Okay, so very important coming up, pay attention to the clouds that are like the shadows on the ground. They just like disappear. It's pretty nice.
Is that actually very important?
It's not. So this game puts you in a fight here. It actually puts you on a different map, and that's my theory for why the clouds disappear, but this is the fight. It's pretty hard. These guys do like 1 heart damage.
Why the fuck is this computer named Zelda? That's what you named it.
Oh, sweet, new hat.
This is the hat before it was a hat. I guess that's important. And then that hat turned the guy into a guy with a different hat.
So apparently it was always surrounded by wind.
Yeah. So he used that same attack at the beginning of the game to turn Zelda to stone, so I'm pretty sure it's just random what comes out of it. I don't think Vadi knows either. That's my theory anyways. Also the clouds are back, so that's nice. We can use clones to push big blocks, which is useful, or else we wouldn't be able to push the blocks. Oh, yeah, also notable fact. If you look at the window there, there's light coming in through the left side. And there's also light coming in through the right side. That happens in all the houses. It's very strange.
Kind of an amateur designers.
Alright, this is the last cutscene for a while.
So trying to figure out what that voice reminds me of. Yeah.
Oh, what's his face? Beetle.
Is it?
I think so? No. Oh, pay attention to the clouds again. Now they just like follow you. That's nice.
That is really weird.
I can't think who does that voice.
Oh, it's the mailman.
Is it?
I'm sure it is. From like Majora's Mask.
Oh, I was thinking Wind Waker. Yeah, that makes
Me too.
sense.
It's because I said that. I'm an idiot.
Dang, 4 a.m. Why are people watching? Go to bed. Don't actually though. I'd be lonely.
I should have taken that.
Same. What's my equips? I need bombs. Let's get bombs.
I would have skipped purging on that guy.
Okay, so assuming that I did everything right, that was another manipulation by the way. I need another kinstone. And assuming I did everything right, I got the right one. So let's find out. I did. I'm a god, dude. So things that change randomness are sword slashes and rolls, which saw me slash my sword and rolls, but also like every NPC in that room. And there's a couple places where the windows to get the good frames are pretty tight, but regardless, we will have more manipulations later. Dude, another golden kappa. Okay, so this guy locked his key inside his house somehow. Also, pay attention to how they walk through the door. He walks in and she just disappears. It's also pretty nice.
She's all about saving the frames.
You know it. Link isn't though.
I'm curious why they chose to reuse so many assets from Ocarina of Time for this game.
Yeah. Those rocks. The grass. The cows.
It's not quite what I had in mind, but okay.
Link to Zelda.
Yeah, true.
Swords,
Swords.
shields, bombs.
Songs. Rubies.
Signs.
Green.
Green.
Ganon. Oh wait, he's not in this one. Which can I say is actually kind of nice for once.
He wasn't in Link's Awakening either. Or Majora's Mask. It's okay. We don't need to see him.
Good lord, chat.
What?
Just don't read it.
Okay. I'll assume it's all nice things.
The nicest of things.
Great.
Chat brought their A game.
Nice. I approve.
Guys, pretty epic.
Alright, now we get fast boots.
I recognize that.
They make you go fast? They're quite nice.
Can you hold out your sword in front of it or no?
You can if you get, so earlier we got the spin attack, and there are 7 hidden scrolls. We only need the spin attack, and one of them is you can hold your sword out in front of you, because you need to learn that for some reason. But we don't get it because it's significantly slower.
Are you supposed to be able to do what you just did?
Yes.
Okay.
You can walk on the muck, on the green water. So we're in the swamp right now, which is the next destination. If there's something that you're not supposed to do, I will point it out. I think I pointed out everything that I'm not supposed to do. So those dark nuts are significantly easier with the boots. Actually, if he does his treasuring attack that he did on the second time, on the first time you can just stun lock him into the wall and quick kill him like that. Need this and this. Okay, so we'll talk about how to properly use layers 101. For some reason you can see the bottle above the leaves. So these guys also do have a heart of damage, which I'm trying not to get hit. But as mentioned earlier, if I take damage, it's on purpose. I did pretty good there.
So besides
Oops.
Japanese and English, are there version differences?
Yes, one of them coming up in 10-ish minutes, 10-ish minutes. There's a couple of version exclusive glitches on the Japanese, or okay, so the European version came out first, and then the Japanese version, and then the North American version. So the European version has the same amount of glitches, but it also has some small oversights that they eventually fixed. Some things like some enemies you need to take 2 hits instead of 1 to kill, which makes it pretty bad. And then the Japanese version has 1 useful glitch, which saves like 3.5 minutes in the next dungeon, which I will talk about soon. And the English version does not have that one. So Japanese is overall faster because of text and other things. Also, when I save warp in the Japanese, in the English version rather, Ezla would talk to you when you respawn, but not in the Japanese or European version, which is nice. For 2 reasons: 1, it's faster, and 2, it would mess up all RNG manipulations. Or, okay, we would need to do them differently. Oops. Alright, I hope you guys like Kinstone fusing. Oops. We did good. Okay, so these statues you can walk into when you're Tiny Link, and you can activate or deactivate them upon request. You just need to ask nicely. And this is really where, like, iframes come in handy.
Yeah. Are the positions that you set up in to roll through and pretty precise or no?
Not too much, no. It's not that precise.
I'm just gonna push into the side. How do you,
Okay. That breeze is nice. You and you. Okay. That was okay. Okay, third dungeon, Fortress of Winds. This is where things start getting interesting, so pay attention. You will be quizzed. Okay, that works. So another good example on how well programmed this game is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab health just to be safe, but I shouldn't need it. I took too much damage on purpose. I'll grab one heart. Oops. Hello. Okay. So important-ish speed tech. Not really now, but it will be useful later. If you use the bow and arrow, you can actually cancel the animation with the boots. So using it, cancel with the boots. Same thing when you fling an arrow out. I don't know how you say it. Shoot an arrow? Let's go with that. So shoot an arrow, boots, roll. Except you do it too early. You do it badly. That will be useful later. Ah. So that's what the fight should look like.
Nice.
Alright, we got the mole mitts, and they are ranked number 2 for useful items. They're pretty good.
What do these guys do?
They let you dig through stuff. Exhibit A.
Ah.
Nice. If this room looks familiar, it's because it is. So this is the Japanese only thing I was talking about earlier. Nice. If you use the mole mitts on this portal, you can jump up there like that. And then with good timing, you can just pop yourself up right there.
I think I remember when this glitch was found. People are posting videos of this on Twitter.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 years now, so it's not super recent, but not old either. You have like a 5-frame window, but I still buffer it because I'm bad. And now we're the boss. So fun fact, we used to have 2 boss key skips, but now we only have 1 because we downgraded. So that was the only boss key skip in the game. Please understand.
Taking a nap.
Oh, okay. Sometimes when the first hand comes down on you, if you're swinging your sword at the other hand, it just won't hit you for some reason. No one really understands why, but no one complains. Oh, nice. So these pillars are random, but they're never in the same spot twice. So I know on the next one it's not going to be front and center. Ah, didn't get it. Well, just believe me. Nice. And that's that. Please clap.
The double audio now.
We really want the disembodied head with floating hands in the Nintendo boss meme. Seems to be a pretty common one.
Oh yeah. Alright, so here's the ocarina. This is where you should normally get the wind element, but the game sort of screws you out of it, and they're like, yeah, we moved. Here's an ocarina instead. But that's okay, because the ocarina is ranked 1 in the most useful items. It lets you move around and stuff. So this is Tingle. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Tingle makes a door in a tree for you. It's pretty nice. Anything else need to talk to him? Okay. Boots. I blanked there for a sec. Alright, so we are setting up for another manipulation. Did I do this one wrong? I forget. Okay, let's try it anyways. She goes down, that's good. I didn't mess it up. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to open the door. We being me, I should specify. So we're trying to open the door, but we also want to get out of there before we walk into the building. So we need, her name is June. She helps us. Not like that.
Is this new?
This is fairly new, yeah. A month-ish?
I was gonna say I haven't seen this one before.
Also, fun story. So once we get this, we need to do another trick. And that one's frame perfect. So if we mess that up, we need to do this again. It's not usually this hard though. I'm just bad. We will get this. I will stay here until I get this. You guys will too. Not you guys, like chat. You guys can leave if you want. Oh. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? She's supposed to walk straight up. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, if I can't get this, I will go for a backup. Which is actually faster, I just don't know it as well, but I'll try it one more time. No, we'll go for the backup. I'm really confused.
Saving after equipping boots in the map, maybe.
Okay, that works. So that was the fast version. And this is the ocarina glitch. It lets us walk on water, but more importantly, it lets us enter this house, which normally you would need to get 2 books from the book quest. That was really weird. I don't know why that was not working. I'll look into it. Thank you, June. Okay, so we need the power bracelets for exactly one room in this game. It's like a minute and a half detour to get them, but there's actually a strat to skip the power bracelets room, which would save a minute and a half. Or wait, no. Yeah, it would save a minute and a half, but it's a frame perfect trick, and there's zero setup for it because it involves playing the ocarina on the frame and an enemy dies, which is a bit tough. So we just get the power bracelets because we're bad at this game. And by we again, I mean me. Nope. Dude, I'm pretty good at this game, I'm not gonna lie. Boots and ocarina. So all this is still fairly new. I'm still not 100% good at it, but I can remember most things.
It's kind of cool seeing the door open glitch. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, there's actually a different way of doing it as well, but that requires a fairy, which we got. So we'll be doing it again. Just that one we need a ball of water for, so we can't do the same one. Hello there. Goodbye there.
Okay, I can't click on it. Fuck!
I believe.
No.
Press 1 if you believe. What do I need? I need this. This is Tingle's brother. I think this one's Ankle, but it might be Knuckle. They have names.
Seriously, chat was moving just fast enough where I'd click and miss. Why?
Boots. Nope, nope. Don't need that. Oh, chat.
I love that I can develop chat for that shit.
Nope, we're going this way. We do not have the flippers, so we cannot swim. Fun fact, having flippers does not actually make you able to swim. I learned that the hard way. And that is our 4th fusion. That is the last Kinstone fusion for the run. I'm sorry if you were... Yeah, well, you know, I'm sad about it too. I did that. Alright, so we're going to get the magical boomerang. It's pretty magic.
You have to excuse me if this one might
It's all good.
Hey, look, Elena. Shout outs to Elena.
Who's Elena?
Oh man, Elena's back.
She's posting porn links.
Oh, nice. She sounds cool. Alright, this is the magical boomerang. The time we've all been waiting for. Okay, so we actually need to take damage. When I said I needed to take damage earlier, I actually meant it for once. Okay. So that's not supposed to happen. What's the select button for Game Boy interface? Does anyone know?
It's a good question. I have no idea.
Okay, I need that for this glitch.
What were you wondering? Why are
Select button, Game Boy interface.
Why next use?
Z, I believe.
Z? Okay, I'll try in a sec.
And it's A, B, plus and Z to restart.
Yeah, it
I
is.
assume it's Z.
Okay. Well, that is very good to know. 30 seconds ago would have been nice, though.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm like dying, so my reaction time is.
Alright, we'll try this again. Okay, we're actually gonna save this time in case I do it badly. But before that... No! Our friend died. What's the strat? I don't have enough bombs to damage myself. So let's go find a friend.
It's you. You're the one who put Golden Kappa. That's
Me?
An epic
Yes.
move.
Yeah. It's the best.
You're not starting it, right?
Yeah. Alright, that's good. Hope you all enjoyed. Okay, we are going to save first. Let's try this again. Like that. Okay, so Ezreal buffers 2 frames at a time, and this is a frame perfect trick, so there's a chance that I don't get the right frame, which I did not get. So we need to enter this house and not die. And try again. Alright, we got it this time. And that is an open door. Boots. Nope, and ocarina. So this is a frame perfect trick. If I go too late, I enter the house and I need to do the glitch again, but I would need to get another fairy. I did save though, so that's it's not as apparent. Anyways, we can walk on water, which is very useful.
Pretty cute.
So that skips the book quest and getting the flippers. Instead, we fuse kinstones and get a boomerang. Now you might be wondering, but we didn't use the boomerang. Which I would answer, you're right.
Hurry, Yiffer believes you to be a god gamer.
Who? Oh,
Yiffer.
sick. Call me.
Yeah, the art style in the Zelda is pretty cool.
It is. It's aged well. Many haven't, but this one has.
I think a lot of the portable ones did.
Yeah.
The early 2D ones.
Hope you guys like the ocarina sound. That was it. That's the ocarina glitch, by the way. I don't think I've ever explained it. Basically, you can't go down in layers, so you can only go up, and you can't fall underground. So now I went up these stairs, so I can now walk over walls, which is useful, because that skips. It skips a key. You can't see it, but on the other side there's a key door. Now you might be wondering, but we got a key. To which I would answer, you're right. But we'll need it later.
You can get BT.
We need to get the big key. Oh yes. Luckily, so ice physics are pretty slippery, but if you use the boots to run on the ice, you're fine. There's no ice physics. Also, that was the last ice pushing block puzzle, so I hope you guys were not looking forward to more of those. Dude, nice. This game is 60 FPS, so frame perfect tricks are fairly difficult. So we need this and this. We need to go like this. Cool. Alright, so we're out of bounds. I'll explain in a sec. Is that the right frame? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Cool. So if I need to play the ocarina once. If you use the boomerang or the lantern, we don't have the lantern yet though, as you enter a door and you hold the boomerang or the lantern again, you sort of just like don't hit the loading zone for some reason. Lets us skip a bunch of this dungeon. So now we're, if you know the layout of the dungeon, now we're right beside where one of the switches are. One of the levers to unfreeze the boss. Which is nice. We used to skip the boss key, but getting it is faster. Fun fact, with that glitch though, you can go straight to the boss, but we can't kill the boss. But we can go straight to the item. But once you do it once, you can't do it again. So we can't just go to the item, then straight to the boss. But that would have been nice. Because that would have skipped a bunch of it.
So I imagine this game would probably be a lot more broken if you get the ocarina earlier.
Yeah. What would be broken? Deeper shrines, a bunch of stuff would happen, which was the first dungeon. Cave of Flames. I don't think Cave of Flames, because you basically need the minecarts for everything. And then Fortress of Winds. You already skip half the dungeon, so that's fairly irrelevant. But yeah, Ocarina is definitely nice. If we had the I'm trying to think. I'm doing too many things at once. It's not working out well. It's not my strong point.
Yeah, you can blame me for asking all the questions.
There you go. Did I do this wrong? I might have done this. Okay, no. We're good. So this is Choo Choo the Return. He's big. He's blue.
He's shocking.
He's shocking.
I'll see myself out now.
Please leave. No. Was that second cycle or third? That was okay. Using a spin attack on the third one saves like a second, so we try to do that. Oops. Nice. Okay, so that was Choo Choo, number 2. And we get the lantern, which is also useful. It's number 3 on the list, I think. Maybe. I don't know this list by heart. It's a list. Okay, we're not done with the Ocarina glitch yet though, so I hope you're all excited. I know I am. There we go. Oh yes. For some reason out of bounds areas just aren't completely blocked for some reason. Capcom tried to pull a fast one on us. Oops. Okay, so coming up is Big Octo, the fourth boss. He's not too hard. Yeah, he's not too hard. The first 2 cycles, he always does the same thing, which is, you know, fairly simple to keep up with. The third cycle is completely random, though, and to the best of our knowledge, there's no way to manipulate it. I've tried, and Toads has tried, who's also a good runner. His record. So we tried and didn't find anything. If he uses a certain attack, which he can use up to 2 times, it wastes 30 seconds each. So you can lose up to a minute to randomness.
2 smoke?
Yeah.
So chat says.
The ink phases. 2 smoke, 2 ink. Smoke? It's ink. He's an Octorok, and they shoot ink. Nice. Okay, so you notice that I didn't get knocked back by the stone the first 2 times, but I did by the third one. If you slash the sword on the frame that you're supposed to get knocked back, you don't get knocked back. So that's your fun fact for this boss fight. That was pretty fast. So we're hoping for 0 ink, but my hopes are not high. Especially with how mediocrely average this run is going. It's probably going to be 1 ink. Yeah. Okay, so if he uses that attack, he's going to shoot 1 rock, and then he's going to ink. So we just have to wait. Now's a good time to check Twitter.
Sounds good to me. So how are you?
Pretty good. Just sent a hot tweet. It says hi Twitter. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 ink, which is very okay. Oh. Wait, I can't clap yet. Okay, we're good. So that was the water element. Sorry, chat. Okay, so now we're supposed to go to the graveyard. We're not going to go to the graveyard. Sorry. It does have good music, though. I will note that.
Mm.
So if you've played the English version of this game, the guards are pretty fast. On the Japanese version, they're blind and slow. It's really nice. What's 1, 2, 3, 4? Do I want to know?
Someone said type 1, 2, 3 to get a girlfriend.
Oh.
Someone typed 1, 2, 3.
Damn. 1 sec. I have time, right? later.
Here, I'll say you.
Damn.
I got
But
you.
wait, does that mean you steal my girlfriend?
Tell you what, I'll just set it up so you can then go.
Okay,
Team effort.
sick. We in there. No, it's faster to go here. I've learned that recently. Okay, close this.
You can come sit on the couch, man. You're kicking me out, man.
Outbite. You can join the couch crew.
Snug.
Damn. So that's what happens if you're too slow.
Hmm.
It's terrible.
It's really hard to do these.
It's easy, it's just precise. There you go.
Nice.
So that first one saves like 25 minutes of gameplay. It's pretty nice. This one saves like 30 seconds, but it's also nice. I mean, I might just burn 30 seconds playing the ocarina, but it'll be worth it. There you go. Okay, this is Palace of Winds. This is where the real wind element is.
It's nice, but it's awesome.
It is. The magic boomerang, we can do a couple of cool stuff. I missed. These guys are in the way. It's not nice. Uh-oh. We're good. Oh, I got him. No. Uh-oh.
Rip.
So, I have to wait. God damn.
In the meantime, Chet would like to know the identity of the man who's ultimate snug.
Just finger quick.
Just a finger. That's not very exciting. You need to, like, make it exciting.
Hey, it's me, Chad.
There you go. Now that is exciting. Eek. Dodged. Alright, we'll make up for that flub. Press 1 if you believe.
I typed in one before Chat even heard you.
Oh man. The strats.
I can see the future.
Okay, so the fight for the Rock's Cape. It's not too bad.
Everyone said one. One guy might have said two, but I heard him.
Okay, good. Okay, that was almost good, but it wasn't. We'll take it anyways. And now we can fly, and we have a complete inventory, if you don't count bottles.
That's nice.
There you go. Okay, that trick saves a bunch of time as well.
But it seems like you only have to go up a certain amount before you can just skip going at the rest of them.
Yeah, so the trigger at the top, it activates if you hit the trigger and you're in the flying animation. So you can just fly up a few and then just go up. Because although it makes you think it's a 3D game, it's still only 2D. There's a few places where you only have to go up 2 clouds instead of 3, but for the most part it's just 3 up and rock the rest.
super high jump. Yeah.
We need it. Let's go like this. Okay, so this is the room that we need the pots for the power. The room we needed the power bracelet for the pots. It's like 4 a.m. I'm tired. You also need to be like right beside the pots to push some of them. It's pretty nice. That was it. I hope you enjoyed that minute and a half of gameplay to get the power bracelets.
I would clap, but I'm busy practicing.
Acceptable.
Unacceptable.
Dang, you're right. We need this. Didn't want to do that. Did want to do that though. Okay, so there's another cycle in this room that we're trying to make. So we'll take damage again. Easy. I have a lot of health, so I'll do a riskier strat, but it is faster. It involves taking damage. So these are the ball and chain soldiers. Yeah, we're good.
Wait, I forgot I had this.
Oh.
There you go.
Hey, Elena.
It's a little link to Hanger Assault.
Beautiful. Please, thanks. Nice. Okay. This dungeon has been less than stellar, but that's okay. We'll make up for it soon. It's something like that. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
That was RNG minute, right?
Yeah. We need to be exactly at 2 3/4 hearts for it to work, which is convenient. Okay, so I do want a fairy. We can get one from these anti-fairies with the boomerang, which is nice, because before we couldn't. Back in the Dark Ages, when we didn't have the boomerang. Okay, so here's the same glitch again, but this time passive wins.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh yes. And we just skipped the rest of it.
So that happened.
It did. I'm happy about it.
Oh, this glitch must be like heavily
Oh yes.
OP in this.
Oh yes.
I just realized how like ridiculous that is.
Yeah, so the boss room is like right beside where you get the boss key, which is, and beside the other boss door. There's actually 2 boss doors, so we skipped the second one. We can actually skip the first one, but not the second one. In this case, we skipped the second one, but not the first one. This game is full of fun stuff. Oh, nice.
This is such a cool boss fight.
Yeah, if you do it right, it's really nice. So I'll try to do it right. You need to hit at least 3 of the red Yorg's eyes for it to take damage. If you only hit 2, it's not going to take damage. That's its like countermeasure to you not having clones, even though you can hit 3 without clones easily. But you do more damage with 4. I'm just bad. Okay. Okay. Nice. That is that.
Hmm?
That is that.
Yeah.
Okay, 4th element. We are good to go.
Shadow's gone up at full DDR again.
Keep doing that. Okay. Just for swag. It's gotta happen.
I respect the swag.
Thank you. Okay, last fusion. So this is the 4 sword. We can now make 4 Zeldas. Did I equip sword actually? I might have Ocarina. Okay, I'm gonna press a button at random. There's a 50% chance that it's the boots. If not, then I lose 3 seconds. It was the Ocarina, okay.
I'm educating myself.
Debated?
Mm.
The Smash guy. I think, right?
Sure.
Okay. So this is the same cutscene we saw an hour and a half ago, except this time it has 1 extra screen with a bit of extra text.
At least these bricks don't require you to match through text or anything.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice.
water break. Alright, here we figure out that the king was actually Vadi all along. We died. Okay, so here's a neat little trick. Normally when you unfreeze these guys coming up, you need to stop and talk to them. Is that not lined up? Yeah, it is. Okay. But if we activate Eslo at the same time as these guys, we don't stop. We can just keep going and freeze the next guys. It saves like 7 seconds, which is nice. They can swag out.
I love the way the four sword looks too.
It is nice. Quite aesthetically pleasing.
I remember the first time I played this casually, and I thought this dungeon was like really, really hard.
It's difficult. It doesn't give you many hints on where to go. Hello. Okay. If you get caught by that guy, you lose like 15 seconds. But yeah, there's a few walls that like.
Yeah, first try.
Yeah, for once. It's either been like first try or like fifth. It's not consistent yet. After 4 years. Alright, so we can do that with Doctrine Glitch too, which is also nice. And that
I'm going to head to bed, so good luck on the rest of the round.
sounds like a plan. Have a good night.
I'll be watching before I pass out.
Enjoy.
So we exit there to set up a save warp for later, which we'll be using a few times. And I've actually been getting this trick. I have 1 bomb left. Okay, no, we're not gonna go for it. So there's a trick here with a bomb that we can use a bomb for the 2 left cannons, and then the sword for the 2 right ones. But I do need bombs for this. Ah, there's a bomb drop actually that I could have gotten. Never mind. This trick saves like 20 seconds. Would have been useful. Yeah, well. We'll do it the casual way. I hope you like floor tile puzzles. I sure do.
I thought the best like floor tile puzzles were in Link's Awakening. Total Rock.
Yeah. Those are nice. Oops. We do need this key though.
Hey, Elena.
Is she back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. You're like reposting all these links in Discord, right? Just for later.
I'm sure someone is.
Okay, there we go. Oops, oops. So this dungeon is also fairly broken, which is good. It's if you do it well, it's as short as the first dungeon.
Wow.
So I'm gonna try to do it well.
More of the skin.
Oh yes.
I love that.
Also, one thing I didn't mention with the Ocarina Glitch is that if you roll in the first room, you're gonna soft lock. Or if you bonk with the boots in the first room, you're gonna soft lock. After that, after the first room, it doesn't matter. But that save warp was the first save warp since in Temple of Droplets, and there were like 4 Ocarina Glitches. So if you soft lock on any of those, it's pretty bad. But we didn't. I didn't want the added stress of chat thinking me about to soft lock. There we go. Nice.
First try. How many first tries was that? It's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
It's pretty good.
So, one other thing that I'll explain soon. We can actually jump over these doors.
What?
Yeah. Oops, that was not supposed to happen.
Speed strats?
Not really. Sure, yeah, let's go for it. Nice, got the second one. That one's a bit harder too. So, the thing with the Ocarina Glitch is that it'll take whatever state you roll in, if that makes sense. So when you enter a room, I dropped that bomb that I needed. Oh, we're gonna do the casual way then. I thought I had the cape. So I enter this room, I'm now under the door until I roll, and I'm no longer under the door. So if you roll when you're not under the door, it's gonna act like you're never under the door, and then, dang. Yeah, so it's gonna act like you're not under the door, and then you're just gonna be able to jump over the door, basically. Okay, so it's this strat here. Normally there's a cycle that you make, but I screwed it up enough that I missed like 3 of the cycles. So we'll just go over here. I'm actually gonna heal after this with the anti-fairies, just in case. Ah.
These guys used to give me trouble. Watching you destroy them is
Yeah.
pleasant.
Yeah, using either the boots or the cape is a lot easier on these guys. Actually, if you throw bombs at them, they also take damage. So an old stat was just pick up bombs and keep throwing it at them. So that was also nice.
Lane again.
Nice.
Cheating again now.
Not what I want to do, but that's okay. Oops. We don't want to pick that up. So these guys are random. Only one of them is the real genie, so that was the one, which is good. If it's the 2 middle ones, it's fairly easy to get, but if you don't get one of the 2 middle ones, you can get comboed to death, basically, if they're just in line and when you jump out, you get hit by the next one, which is not nice. You don't pick up the shell because there's going to be an extra text box, and you do not want that extra text box. Exhibit A. What did I do wrong? Yeah, that you can do that. You can also use the boots to run right through him, which is a bit silly. Okay, so there is an RNG manipulation there. I messed it up though. It's to get the first Dark Knight here to dash down. So if I'm lucky, he'll dash down anyways. No, okay. So the red Dark Knights take 5 hits and the black one takes 7. And you have 3 minutes to do this fight or else the game auto kills you basically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like, okay, the story behind is Vadi needs to wait for 3 bells. And if the 3 bells ring, then you die. Or Zelda's life force gets drained and it's game over. And if you take too long in this fight, that happens. We'll get this. It's fine though.
Also, in all the 2D Zeldas, this is probably the best final boss in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, what are the other 2D Zeldas? Okay, there's like handheld or like all of them?
I'd say all of them. Like Nightmare, I really like from Link's Awakening too.
Yeah,
but
that's about it though.
there's also
Like the Oracle games were not.
Oracle games, and then A Link to the Past is technically 2D.
Yeah.
Awakening.
Yeah.
That's the first one I mean.
Yeah, the Nightmare.
Yeah.
Link's Awakening was nice. Did I miss the first one? Okay. Speed shots. Not actually though.
Oh, stress.
Yeah, that was fine. Oh, wow, that's weird. Usually doesn't go to the same place twice. Interesting. Did I mess up somehow? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're getting an extra cycle. And one day, if we stop getting hit by the fire, we might finish this boss fight. Oh, okay. That was good. Okay, so Vadi 2, there's been another new thing found recently, and normally it's 4 cycles. I'm gonna try doing 3. I'm not very good at it. Don't hold me to it. Also, this is another place where the boots are useful to go fast. Nice. Okay, so the dream's probably dead. I'll try anyways.
Oh.
One day. Yeah, I know. Okay. Will be 4 cycles. If he hits my sword, I lose my charge. Okay. I can recover.
Nice.
Okay, it's 4 cycles. That's okay. We'll take it. Are there any space-related games on the schedule?
That's a good question.
I'll pitch one from the next marathon.
F-Zero is kind of.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Super Mario 3D World has a little bit of space.
Oops.
No, not really.
Dang.
I feel like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Someone should have thought of that.
That was in a really crappy spot.
Yeah. I do have a fairy, so it's okay if I die. I'd rather not, though.
Dating simulators.
Rip Elena again.
Rip. Please. Thank you. Okay. So, first cycle of this guy is not too tough. The hard part is the second cycle. He has 2 attacks. One of which is like electric balls, and the other one is he shoots blue balls from his eyes. And getting the... Okay, so I didn't get the right one. But getting the blue balls, obviously preferred because you can reflect them. It's a bit hard to line up. Exhibit A. So let's try that again. Other options are limited. Okay. You need to do that 3 times. Now, if you stand in front of him, he's more likely to use that attack, so we're gonna try to do that. Yeah, we're good. Ah, you joking. I was too close to the edge of the screen there, so my other guys died. Time coming up shortly, by the way. I guess that's important to mention.
That seems like a correct position.
You can actually make that. It's precise, but
Is it completely random if he just gives you electric balls?
I want to say yes. If you're standing in front of him, he's more likely to do that attack, but if not, I'm pretty sure it's random, but from what I've experienced, he uses that attack a lot more than this one. Soon.
That left one is not playing nice.
Nah. I haven't practiced this one. Okay. Time.
158.23.
Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, apart from that boss and the one trick with the door that I failed for a minute, the rest of the run was pretty good. So, let's take it. And now we get the hat back, but we lose the other hat. It's a very sad moment. Ah, 5:10. Sun's gonna come up soon.
When does breakfast usually open? Since 7?
7?
7?
When does it close?
11.
Yeah, I'm missing breakfast.
That's what I did yesterday. I was laying there and I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm not eating this morning.
Oh well. Alright, they all lived happily ever after or something like that.
You know, when you run this game, you should come up with a story.
In case people can't read Japanese.
Yeah.
I'll just make it up on the spot each time. This guy destroyed your hat, so he's giving you a new one before he pieces out. He hopes he doesn't realize that it doesn't talk anymore. That's the story. What is the next game? Do we have a schedule up?
Yes.
Next up is Quest.
Quest. Damn. Alright, that was Minish Cap. Thanks for watching.
Nice run, dude.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that.
Me too.
Next is Quest RPG.
Can you get the Japanese name?